let's just jump right into this. Today I'm scrolling on the internet, come across a podcast with Beanie Sigel on it. They asked him a question about Gilly. You know, they throw my name in there. Well, Oschino said this. You know, he danced around the question instead of saying, yo, that's what happened. He made these indirect things coming at me. First thing I thought was, how dare you, Beanie Sigel? Well, you know I'm gonna cook your toast, bro. You said, man, Gilly ain't run. Nobody ever said Gilly ran. I never once heard nobody say Gilly ran. We say he didn't do nothing back. But then you kind of insinuated like I ran from something. Let me cook your toast real fast, bro. You went on there saying, well, same thing, make you laugh, make you cry and all these things, talking about me, bro. Once somebody puts you to sleep on TMZ, once you get put to sleep on TMZ, I don't want to hear you talk cool. I don't want to see you on a podcast acting like you thorough, like you this. Bro, you should gallete. You gallete, right? You said, well, that's how you get his money. That's how you talk about how I get my money doing content while you on a podcast that's not even your podcast, probably getting paid pennies, or if you got paid anything, right? So how dare you talk about how I get my money? I don't say nothing about you being on a food truck. Because I don't care. I don't want you to be destitute. You like to cook, go and cook. But I cook toast, bro. Now let's talk about your background, why I don't respect you. It ain't just that you got put to sleep and ain't do nothing. That's one thing, right? That's one thing, bro. Let's talk about why you went to the feds, bro. You know, you got this image like, yeah, that's Beanie Sigel. We went to the feds because he did this and this. You'll pop somebody over a stripper that stripped on 52nd and Spruce. Now, if you're not from Philadelphia, let me explain what 52nd and Spruce is. It's the ghetto. It's a bar. It's not even there no more, right? The stage is the size of a phone book, right? So any girl that's stripping there, they'll probably only get $17 that day tops. He popped somebody to height his career over that. And mind you, I talked to the bull. I could talk about this because statute of limitation is over. But don't act like you went to the feds because you was out here. I went upstate for hustling, bro. You know what I'm saying? So everything you did in your mind, I see you high nodding off. Bro, you stole our money, bro. Let's talk about even with Jen. I'm a young boy. You meet Jen, she's a kid. She's younger than me. She probably was a juvenile, bro. You meet her, mind you, she got green eyeballs, Beanie Sigel. Why would she go with you for free? You have to pay, right? You have to pay her. But the fact that you were so tender, right? You made a song about her on the Becoming. Bread and butter. About a juvenile. Remember you calling people, yo, was you driving my Bentley calling kids around? I've been lost respect for you, bro. Bro. I just don't be caring, but when you say my name, bro, you need to look in the mirror first. Let's talk about Meek Mills. Bro, you in the studio with Meek Mills, you never looked at Meek Mills when he was broke, right? But as soon as it ain't go right and they put you to sleep, you calling the game, a person from LA? Yeah, you know, Meek Mills ain't never do nothing for me.
Oh, you got every right to do whatever you gonna do to me. That's your beef. I'm not calling about me. I don't care. I could, I could get to I'm not making no paper with Meek. Meek ain't trying to do nothing for me. He ain't called me and asked me to do a record and all. You see how happy the was when he smiled just for those 2 lines.
You never do nothing for me, bro. You never did nothing for him either. You know what I'm saying? Bro, everything about your character, you stole the money, bro. You know what I mean? And I got one ace up my sleeve what you did to me, bro, that nobody knows about but me, you, and Wak, right? The gay stuff. Let's not even get into that yet. Let's talk about the Jadakiss diss. I never heard you once tell people to give my props. You overwrote the house line on here, that sun kissed like a soda and all that. You know what I mean? Me and Chris would help you with the bars. Not taking away saying you can't rap, right? But you never seen nothing about it because you're a hater, right? Mind you, we trying to help you make sure you win against Kiss, right? And now I still say you my second best rapper from Philadelphia when you was hot. You know what I'm saying? Because I can subtract the hater, the hating sucker from the music, right? Fans can't do that. They don't know you. They judge you by how good your music is. Even though you don't even make music no more. Your voice, God took your voice because you wasn't using it right. You know what I'm saying? But bro, now let's talk about you sending me that message, and I caught you sending me the message. I got it on tape, bro. You took a screenshot of a transsexual person, bro. Bro, I wasn't even gonna say nothing about it, bro. And you can't deny it because I got you on phone talking to me about it. I'm asking you why you do that, cursing you out. You talking to me like a child. I never put it out like I ain't putting that out. I ain't even worried about that, bro. Because you know, you just a dead bug on the windshield of life to me, right? But once you say my name to try to D.E. Gilly, because they got motion, you want to ride their wave, I said, oh, he pathetic. Look at this guy. He dropped the ball bad. Look, no type of integrity. Gilly, my friend. Okay, that shit, I don't have no problem because y'all both in the same, to me, in my eyes, both the same. You know what I'm saying? But you got to ride his wave to get an interview, but talk about me doing interviews, bro, I know I make more money than you, Beanie Sigel, at this point in my life, for sure. You gotta wait to do a show, 8 months to do a show, here and there, whatever, bro. And if I didn't, even if I wasn't getting more money than you, bro, I got more honor than you, bro. I'm thorough than you, bro. You know what I'm saying? But that gay stuff killed me, bro, when you did that. And I got you on the phone saying you admitting to doing it and never put it out. You ain't know you was on tape, did you? I swear on my son's life, you know, I don't be making up no accusations. It's not true. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't believe you did it. Your phone number on there, I got all the text messages and all that, bro. You were trying to tarnish my image at a time when we wasn't beefing or nothing. You just did it out the sky blue, right? The person I was with that seen you do it, that was with me that night, said, if I didn't see you to my own eyes, I wouldn't believe you. I can't believe he did that. Why did he do that? So y'all was on tour. I wasn't even on tour. And I needed the money, right? I didn't go on tour because I said, I don't want to mess the energy up. I ain't messing with these dudes, Neef telling, this boy over here, so I didn't go. You didn't know Johnny J came and brought me $25,000. I knew Johnny J before y'all even did the tour, right? So I was happy in a good place. People say, you hating. Just imagine people saying you hating when you got supposed to be a homie in your rap group making fake pages about you and you get caught doing all that stuff while you're not paying them no mind. But everybody saying, is you doing this and you hating and you this and you that. I let it slide because I didn't care. I understand internet gonna say what they want to say, right? But when it comes to Beanie Sigel, you have to admit, bro, that you dropped the ball bad. When you're going on a podcast talking about me, it doesn't look good because, I mean, you did put your hands on Gilly. However y'all want to talk about it, whatever, that's cool. Everybody saw it. Nobody said he ran. So when you say you didn't run, but you act like you're insinuating something about me running, bro, don't talk about nobody running from nowhere, bro, when you got in front of a sold-out concert and they do a thing. After that, I looked at you as a coward, bro. I mean, that's just, I mean, what else can I do? No, we from something. Mind you, shout to the Bays. I mess with the Bays, bro. But even the Bays look at you like a coward, bro. Man, you ain't doing nothing, bro. That's why they do that to you, bro. Then Big bring you on the stage after that and suns you, bro. How would I ever respect you, bro? How, bro? So when you want to talk about me, bro, I'm putting the video out about what you did to me, too. Because just for you talking and running your mouth, I'm going to show the world how you really are. I'm talking about you really evil and really, like, jealous-hearted. For you to make a fake page about me, I mean, mind you, I'm not even talking about you. To take up for Neef was really telling on people. You know what I'm saying? And this ain't nothing to throw Neef under the bus, but the truth is the truth, bro. The truth don't change, bro. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, bro, don't worry about how I get my money. When you talk about me, understand I'm going to talk back about you for 2 months because I don't care. You know what I'm saying? You trying to be cool and all that. God snatched your voice box, bro, because with your voice, you probably had too much power and you would have used it wrong. I saw you sneak Paco for no reason. I seen the things that you do, bro. You do things that's just like, bro, I got a recording of you talking to some girl. She kept saying, yo, Beans don't like you. I said, man, whatever, bro. No, Beans don't like you. Oh, I said, why you saying that? I don't care. She's picked up on her phone and got you talking about me. I'm like, bro, what are they talking about? Mind you, bro, you talking about, you tender when it comes to chicks because he had bleak pop. When I told you, you got mad at me. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you mad at me? Because I'm just, did I supposed to tell my man that, you know, bleak popped her, whatever, right? This ain't, wasn't trying to be hating, but of course, when you see me, you see everything that you're not. Tall, dark, handsome boy that no matter what you do to him, you're gonna survive and he's not no chump. You know what I'm saying? When you was in your tough Beanie Sigel days, you only mess with people that you think wouldn't do nothing back. You never mess with nobody that was, you know, would do something back because that's what cowards do, like a bully, right? It's like Broad Street bully. But now you a side street sucker, bro. And my respect for you is zero. You know what I'm saying? I don't care nothing about what you used to do with all that, bro. When I see you now, bro, I see a very, very bad falling star that fell from the sky, that has no motion, that gotta try to be cool with Gilly, not tell the truth because Gilly got some motion. You wanna be, let me be with Gilly, that's my friend. That could be your friend, bro. They asked you a question about what happened between you and him. You threw me under the bus like I ain't gonna say nothing back. You said on the podcast like you too thorough for a podcast, but you ain't too thorough to be selling hot sausages on a food truck. Bro, make it make sense, bro. But this video gonna cook your toast, bro. And the reason I ain't really put it out because so much cursing in it, I gotta edit it and all that, bro. But I'm gonna show them that I'm not lying. It's I think it's 8 or 11 minutes long. Me and you talking. You admit to everything. Making fake pages about me, doing all this stuff, bro. And people are like, damn, oh, mine's just like 2019. They're like, damn, oh, you really wasn't hating. They really was doing this stuff to you. Yes. That's why they ain't on the shows. Why they make a reason for me not to be on shows? Because Beanie Sigel, Freeway is Beanie Sigel, Bookie Butt. So whatever you say, you know, Beans brought Freeway into the game. You know what I'm saying? But the good thing I do take away from this made me call Sparks. I said, you know what? Call Sparks, because I got some money now, I'm getting some motion. Maybe put my man on. But whatever our differences was, it's cool. Because they leave him out the shows for no reason. They just jealous and real, like, what you call it, selfish. So I said, bro, you want to do an album, bro? I'm going to try to get this money on content. I'm going to try to do, we're going to do some money art. It's like, oh, whatever you want to do, that was today. And that's my word. I mean, you know, when I tell y'all something, it's the truth, right? So that's the one good thing that did come out of him hating. So thank you, Beanie Sigel, for that. I'm trying to get some motion, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because you got all the things to be up, but you burn every bridge. That's why you aged in dog years. So when you talk about me, put some respect on the chump, because I ain't do none of the stuff you did. I never stole from my youngins. You stole the whole, that first Bentley you bought from stealing all that first tour we went on. Nobody said nothing but me. They threw me under the bus, let me say something about it, but they whispered behind your back. I'll be the crash test dummy, but at the same time, God got me, bro. You know what I'm saying? God got me. So when you talk about, they ask you a question about Gilly, just tell the truth, because if you say something about me, I'm going to remind you who you are. A bozo. A bozo that dropped the ball badly. So I love y'all, even if you don't love me back. And you better not say nothing else.